Lorne Greene, the man who played patriarch Ben Cartwright on Bonanza for 14 years, loved his fictional Ponderosa Ranch home so much that he constructed an exact replica in the Arizona desert. But this wasn't just any celebrity whim. It was the crowning achievement of a real estate empire that stretched from coast to coast, built by a Canadian who became one of television's most trusted voices. Greene began his career as a radio broadcaster for the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, where his rich, deep voice quickly earned him the nickname the Voice of Canada. But it would be his move to Hollywood in the 1950s that transformed this former chemical engineering student into one of television's most recognizable fathers. Greene's portrayal of Ben Cartwright on Bonanza made him a household name and transformed him into a multimillionaire, wealth that he strategically invested in an impressive collection of homes across the United States. At the time of his death in 1987, Lorne Greene's net worth was estimated at $10 million, equivalent to over $25 million in today's dollars. Pulling in $32,000 per episode from Bonanza alone, Greene amassed enough wealth to own multiple properties, including a ranch in Central California, a 22-room Spanish-style estate in Brentwood, and a summer escape on Long Island. But it was his most famous residence, the Ponderosa II in Mesa, Arizona, that would become his lasting tribute to the show that made him famous. Greene's real estate journey began with practicality but evolved into passion. As Bonanza transformed from a promising new Western into America's Sunday night tradition, Greene's income soared beyond his wildest Canadian radio dreams. Unlike many Hollywood stars who squandered their fortunes, Greene made calculated investments in prime real estate that would provide both personal enjoyment and long-term financial security. Today, we're taking you inside these remarkable homes, each one telling a different chapter of the story of a man who went from announcing the news to making entertainment history. Our journey begins in the desert community of Mesa, Arizona, where Greene built his most famous home in 1960, though some sources suggest construction began in 1962 and was completed in 1963. This wasn't just another celebrity vacation home. It was a loving recreation of the very set where Greene spent countless hours as Ben Cartwright. When Greene told Arizona reporters in March 1963, "When I first walked onto the Ponderosa set 4 years ago, I swore to myself someday I'd have a house like that. It's taken 4 years, but we've got the house." He wasn't exaggerating about the attention to detail. Greene even hired the Bonanza set decorator to help design the home, ensuring that every element matched the television version. The moment you step inside Ponderosa II, you're transported directly onto the Bonanza set. The great room includes a massive stone fireplace and is an exact replica of the set. The current owner describes it as like walking onto the set. The attention to detail is extraordinary. The white grout between the thick wood beam walls, the red curtains, the distinctive stone fireplace, and the piano are all spot-on reproductions of the television version. Built with real logs cut into crescent shapes to enable attaching of wallboard in some rooms, the home manages to feel both rustic and sophisticated. The famous staircase that television viewers knew led to the bedrooms of Adam, Hoss, and Little Joe takes on a whimsical twist in Greene's version. In this Ponderosa, the stairs lead to an attic, as the home was built as a single-story structure rather than the two-story version seen on television. Greene was a major investor in what was then known as the Apache Country Club Estates. He and a few Hollywood pals built a golf course and subdivided the property and sold off lots. For Greene, it was a little getaway from show business. Much like many stars built second homes in Palm Springs, California, but he just went a little farther east into the desert to Mesa. The master bedroom showcased mid-century luxury at its finest. When Greene commissioned the home in 1963, it was cutting edge. The master bedroom features a large walk-in sunken tub shower and double sinks with a makeup table. Both bedrooms have sliding glass doors leading out to a patio, and the large family room has a fireplace and window wall, as well as exits to 2 patios. The kitchen includes a breakfast room, walk-in pantry, double ovens, and tile countertops, amenities that were considered luxurious in the 1960s. The home sits on approximately half an acre between the 1st and 9th fairways of what is now the Arizona Golf Resort, providing almost 325 feet of golf course frontage. The grand opening of Ponderosa II on March 23, 1963, was a major event for the small town of Mesa. Nearly 3,700 people toured the home the first weekend it was open. The Bonanza cast members even visited for housewarming parties, bringing Hollywood glamour to the Arizona desert. Greene used this home as his primary retreat throughout the 1960s, but in 1967, Greene sold Ponderosa II to focus on his other properties. The home remained with the same owner for over 40 years until it was purchased in 2011. Today, it's listed in the Mesa Historic Property Register and continues to attract Bonanza fans from around the world. While the Ponderosa II captured headlines and hearts, Greene's 22-room Spanish-style estate in Brentwood served as his primary residence during his Hollywood heyday. Located in one of Los Angeles' most prestigious neighborhoods, this mansion reflected Greene's status as one of television's highest-paid actors. Brentwood in the 1960s and 1970s was the epitome of Hollywood elegance, home to stars like Marilyn Monroe and later O.J. Simpson. Greene's choice to establish his main residence here demonstrated his desire to be at the heart of the entertainment industry while maintaining the privacy and luxury that his success afforded. The 22-room Spanish-style architecture was perfectly suited to Southern California's climate and lifestyle. Spanish Revival homes of this era typically featured red tile roofs, stucco walls, wrought iron details, and courtyards that created private outdoor living spaces. These homes were designed for entertaining, with grand living areas that flowed seamlessly between indoor and outdoor spaces. Greene also owned a ranch in Central California, though specific details about this property remain more elusive. This ranch represented a different side of Greene's personality, his connection to the land and the Western lifestyle that he portrayed on screen. Central California's ranch country offered vast open spaces, rolling hills, and a more authentic Western atmosphere than the desert setting of his Arizona home. This property likely served as Greene's escape from both the Hollywood spotlight and the tourist attention that his famous Ponderosa II attracted. California ranches of this era were working properties, often featuring cattle operations, horse facilities, and expansive acreage that provided both privacy and recreational opportunities. For someone who spent his weekdays portraying a cattle baron on the Ponderosa, owning an actual ranch would have provided both personal satisfaction and practical experience that informed his performances. Greene's summer escape on Long Island provided yet another dimension to his real estate portfolio. Long Island has long been a favored retreat for wealthy New Yorkers and celebrities seeking respite from city life, and Greene's choice to maintain a presence there demonstrated his East Coast connections and sophisticated tastes. Long Island's Hamptons and Gold Coast areas were synonymous with old money elegance and summer society. Greene's Long Island property would have placed him among America's social elite, far from his Canadian roots, but perfectly positioned within the upper echelons of American society. Summer homes in Long Island during the 1960s and 1970s were typically grand affairs, sprawling estates with manicured lawns, swimming pools, tennis courts, and private beach access. These properties were designed for entertaining during the summer social season, with large verandas, formal dining rooms, and guest quarters to accommodate weekend visitors. While his career was based on the West Coast, this eastern retreat allowed him to stay connected to New York's theater world and the broader entertainment industry that stretched from coast to coast. From the desert elegance of his Ponderosa II to the Spanish grandeur of his Brentwood estate, Greene created a collection of homes that reflected different aspects of his personality and provided for every season of his life. The Ponderosa II remains his most famous residence, and the home continues to attract hundreds of hopeful cowboys and cowgirls, serving as a pilgrimage site for fans from around the world. Current owners describe it as truly the holy grail for Bonanza fans. But Greene's other properties, the working ranch in California, the sophisticated Brentwood mansion, and the exclusive Long Island retreat, show us a more complete picture of a man who successfully navigated the transition from Canadian radio announcer to American television icon. If you enjoyed this journey through Lorne Greene's remarkable homes, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating tours of classic Hollywood stars' properties.